There we go. In the end, all of the onigiri was eaten by the principal, so I had to make do without lunch. Skipping lunch, I never knew the afternoon could be so long and painful. A feeling other than drowsiness made me space out.
Are you alright, Keiichi-kun? That's why I said you shouldn't eat Rena's curry.
As if I could eat this curry with enough salt in it to make my blood pressure rise just by looking at it. Is what I said, as I initially refused. I could only regret it. The hunger, the stomach ache.
Well, you did a good job making it through. Your absolutely hopeless situation, that is. Kei-chan, you're pretty strong when you're cornered, eh?
I do really like the, my headcanon for this game is that it's all like opera, or like a drama shown on TV.
Yeah?
Because of the thing from the first game where, like, they're all hanging out reading the script and, like, talking about where everything's gonna go and all that. So my headcanon for this game is that this game is just like a TV show.
As you'll learn if we get to Umineko and further stuff, Ryukishi likes to reuse characters as if they're, like, actors. Mm-hmm. Just playing different roles in each of his stories.
So it is a game, so it is a show! I can't believe you lied to me and told me I was reading a psychological horror visual novel. In reality, I'm reading a fucking opera.
Apparently. It's not an opera.
You missed one word. Soap.
Yeah,
It's a soap opera. I don't need any compliments right now. Yeah. Thank you. Don't you sigh at me. I need food.
There's something for you to eat at home, right?
We don't keep snacks lying around at home. And I'm out of cup noodles right now.
Since you're enduring that hunger so much right now, I'm sure tonight's dinner will be really tasty.
I had absolutely no intention of laughing along. End of chapter.
Well then, I'll take my leave. I have my part-time job again today. It's really rough when you're not used to the work.
Ah, that job at the Angel Food Mart family restaurant, huh? That uniform? Question mark. Was was somewhat stimulating. Star. How? Being a waitress really is hard work.
Mi-chan is working as a waitress. Really, really? What kind of place is it? How?
No, I'm working at that toy store from the other day. Shion is the waitress.
My bad. I completely forgot that's how it ended up being. I'm sorry. You guys looked so similar I mixed you up.
Keiichi-kun, who's Shion?
Rena asked the obvious question. Mion's younger twin sister. She's got a different personality, but she's a dead ringer for Mion. Hey, I know what that phrase means because I played Team Fortress 2.
That's right.
Do you?
We look similar, but our personalities are completely different.
Yeah, dead ringer, like identical 1-to-1.
Okay.
That's why as the spy, when you have the little watch out, the dead ring, you die and then you come back because you're a dead ringer, the person that got killed.
I'm very kind and thoughtful, but Shion has a cold and scary personality.
I think that when you guys were born, Shion got all the feminine aspects. Unlike Mion, she's a cute, cheerful girl.
Kei-chan!
Rena interjected as her eyes darted back and forth from our exchange.
Is that true? Rena's never met her. Mi-chan, did you ever tell me you had a younger sister?
Shion's existence was already being exposed as a cover-up. I couldn't help Mion out here. I could only have her in this charade.
Oh yeah, I still haven't introduced her to you, Rena. My younger sister's name is Shion.
I don't know. I didn't ask. What?
I don't know. Keiichi-kun, I don't know. I didn't ask. I never met her when I went to Mi-chan's house.
She goes to a different school.
Yeah, that... You know, I'm the only one that lives with Granny. Shion lives at the family home in Okinomiya. We're not that close, so yeah, she doesn't come here too often.
Rena's face indicated she wasn't sure if she was convinced. She was usually...
Look at that face. Look at that little face back there. I forget what the button is, but there.
I don't know what it is either.
Spacebar? There it is.
There
Look at
it
that
is.
unassuming face.
There it is. Is it P for sprites?
P's. It's L.
L.
L is for the language. P is for sprites.
Yep. Dude, original sprites are the goat, I gotta say. I was shitting on them at first, but they are fucking good. She was usually a bit of an airhead, but she was usually sharp. Unusually sharp when it came to these kinds of things. Hey, you wanna move the mouse?
Well, it's not a lie. Please believe me.
As she said, yeah, I believe you.
Yeah, I believe you.
A smile suddenly blossomed on Rena's face.
Rena wants to meet her. I'll go see her sometime. What stores are you working at? What store?
That is...
She's getting more tangled in her little web. I could tell that Mion was getting increasingly frantic. I wanted to help her, but it was hard for an outsider to butt in on family issues.
Sorry. I have to get to work. Later. Rena, Kei-chan. See you tomorrow.
Unilaterally ending the conversation, Mion headed home. No matter how you looked at it, she was running away. We'll just label this one as an emergency escape.
Mi-chan was kinda cute. I wonder why. I wonder why.
I like how the first game is like, hey, you're gonna ship Keiichi with Rena, and then the second game is like, hey, you're gonna ship Keiichi with Mion.
Yeah.
And then I'm horrified for the third game. I'm very excited to go to jail in the third game. I can't wait. Rena giggled in amusement. Yeah, but I'm not talking about them, I'm talking about me.
About you?
I'm talking about me, the reader. I love Keiichi's house. It's so big and triangle.
Triangle.
I wonder when dinner is. Would lying down be the best way to conserve energy? I learned this camping. You lay on your back, and you, like, pull your feet in as far as they can go. So you, like, get your knees up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You're fucking starving. You just lay flat on your back and, like, pull your legs up, and, like, you just have your knees up. It, like, condenses your stomach or some shit. I don't know. It helps. I don't know why, but it does. I sprawled in the entryway without even taking off my shoes. This dude was like, I'm gonna lay down, let me lay on the floor. As I was losing the last vestiges of my consciousness, the doorbell rang. It seemed I had guessed. Hope it's Mion Sonozaki. Come on in. It's open. I directed my listless voice at the door. It's Mion. Oh my god, it's Mion Sonozaki. Why?
Shion Sonozaki.
Oh, it's Shion Sonozaki. My bad.
See those clothes? Those aren't Mion's clothes.
True. Mion couldn't wear different clothes. If we're gonna do the fucking Shion bit again, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
And her hair's different.
I'm gonna kill you. I can't wait for it to be revealed that they are actually two different people.
You're not gonna read Shion's lines?
Oh my god. This is so stupid. So Mion is like, hello, I'm Mion, and Shion is like, good. No, Shion kind of has that like, whoa, what are you doing? No. It's like, it's someone trying to do a deep voice, but they can't do it. I did it by accident last time, and I don't remember how to do it. No.
This is gonna be
Mion.
a long-standing voice, by the way. You're
I
gonna
know.
be using it a
I know.
lot coming forward
I'm sure.
in the future.
That's because Mion. Hello, I am Mion. Then Shion is like, oh hello. No, who is this? What do we want to do with Shion? Oh, it's me, Shion. There it is. I remembered. Oh, hello. Good afternoon. Huh? Kei-chan, what are you doing on the floor? It seemed my guest was Mion, or rather, Shion. She seemed shocked when she saw me sprawled out in the entryway. Is that Shion? Wait, why? I thought that Shion's existence was an illusion that was limited to when Mion was at the restaurant. That's why I never even considered that Shion would appear here. Mion in Sonozaki is schizophrenic. You know, fucking Rena has like, oh my god, I just forgot his fucking name. Oh yeah, Shiro-sama, to like guide her. And then Mion is like, yo, I forgot to take my schizophrenic medication today. Hi, my name's Shion, nice to meet you. Oh, I heard from my sister. Because of the club activities today, you weren't able to eat lunch, right? Yeah, it was a lot of trouble. Sadako spilled my pot, and you stole my rice. But I'm Shion. She grew red and began to mope. That's right, she was the younger twin right now. She's literally schizophrenic! Sorry, fucking whatever the fuck it is. Oh, sorry. What's up? Did you bring something for me to eat? Oh my. It's somehow disappointing that you hit the nail right on the head, but here. With a disappointed smile, Shion held out the small bento box she had hidden behind her back. Huh? You really brought something to eat? Thanks. There was still some of the ground beef left over from what my sister brought to school. I knew it was gonna be right before dinner, but I wondered if you wanted it. Am I bothering you? Not even a bit. I'm really happy. Can I really eat this? Sneaking a look inside the box. To say that she just put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. There was an elegant meal stuffed inside. Is it really okay? There's not like a ton of hot sauce mixed in it or anything, right? Jeez, I'm not my sister. I wouldn't do that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself. I'll just go home and eat it myself. Saying that, she pouted cutely and made a motion as if to snatch the box back. There were some times that made me doubt that she was the same person as Mion, and that this was undoubtedly one of those moments. I don't mind at all. I wanted to chow down on it with thanks from the bottom of my heart. Hey, it's not something to be so thankful about that your nose has to run. Shion, who thought that I might not take the bento, looked down happily. There's not much, but do you want to come in? I can probably make some tea or something. Sorry, maybe some other time. Keiichi was like, you know, I'm making a visual gag here. He shot that shot and got fucking rolled. He tried it. I seriously can't wait for the big reveal of this chapter to be that Mion is like schizophrenic. And that she has like multiple personality disorder. Oh
yeah.
I cannot fucking wait for that to be the reveal. Because they said at the start of this chapter isn't here to trick you, it's just like dead ass. I can't wait for the answer to be...
It's just straight telling you what's happening, apparently.
Shion is not real! Mion has multiple personality disorder, and Shion is fucking one of those people. I can't wait to see all the different fucking Mions this chapter. It's gonna be like fucking what's-her-face from Fire Emblem, the shopkeeper. That's been the exact same...
Anna.
Yeah, Anna, that's been the exact fucking same since the game started. Sorry, maybe some other time. I'm on my way to work. Oh, that's right. She did say that before. Just rinse the box out with water and give it back to my sister tomorrow, please. Of course. It would only be the proper thing to do after being allowed to eat something that looks this delicious.
Well then, I'll take my leave. One last thing.
Shion grew red again as she looked down once more.
During that contest with the curry, my sister took your rice without permission, right? My sister fools around too much, so sometimes she gets carried away. She wasn't doing it just to be mean.
Hey. It's not like I mind that too much. There are no grudges when it comes to club activities, after all. In fact, I should be the one that's thankful for all the thrills and the excitement. Could you tell that to Mion for me?
Yes, I think. My sister will be very happy to hear that. Well then, I have to go.
Shion smiled brightly. After bowing deeply, she left as she looked at her watch. See, they do all this shit, right? To make you feel bad about Onekakushi.
Yeah, sure.
But nah, it's like, damn, this shit was like really hype and my boy had like a life going on. And then he got injected with the cum serum and killed 2 people. Justifiably killed 2 people and then killed himself. It's like he had a, he had stuff going on, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And he's got...
He had some stuff going on.
He had some stuff going on, bro. And then, like, he got cum zoned and ripped out his own throat. And killed people. It's just a shame. I'm happy, but is this really okay? I looked at the bento box that she left behind. He's gonna open it, and there's gonna be a bomb in it. He just fucking dies. A faint warmth spread through the palm of my hand.
Uranium.
Yo, you know uranium's like 60,000 calories? It's just like a little piece of uranium. He eats it, he's never hungry again. That's not how that works. That's totally how that works. That's not how that works. No, that's 100% how that... I'm a scientist, don't you know? I gotta take biology or some shit like the next year, you know? I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I swear to God. If it were Mion, I could see hot sauce, mustard, maybe even a needle. Maybe even a needle being mixed inside. But really, I don't think she would go so far as putting a needle in there. I don't think she would go as far as doing that. Not our Mion Sonazaki. I fucking hate this game. I opened the box once again and hesitantly tasted a bit. I took a bite, and another. There was no funny business. There was no danger at all, for it was delicious. That's right. That was Shion, not Mion, so there shouldn't have been anything to worry about.
No needles in this one.
That's because it's Shion.
Shion doesn't put needles in anything.
Shion's the better sister.
Shion puts needles in nothing.
No. He's... Why are you saying it like that? Why are you saying it like that, pal? What is she... No, that's from Umineko. I was like, are we gonna get to there's bombs in the food? I was like, am I gonna get this joke finally?
The tiny bombs. That was gonna take a while for you to get.
Okay, because that's an Umineko thing.
That's an Umineko thing.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I thought. Because I was like, does Shion put bombs in the food? I was like, is she fucking explosives expert? I rushed back to my room, eating as I gave my thanks. It was so delicious that my stomach could cry. So could my cock. Shion, no, Mion. When she heard I was so hungry I could die, she brought this over to me. It was delicious to the last bite. By the way, nothing strange had been mixed in it. I was a bit embarrassed at myself for being so skeptical. How are you gonna react if you come over to play the game one day? And I have like... I'm not wearing like a Hawaiian shirt, I'm wearing like a normal button-up and khakis. I'm like, hey, my name's Tim. Nice to meet you. I'm Connor's identical brother. You're like identical younger twin brother that you've never met before. And I'm just the biggest fucking asshole on the planet. Just the biggest cocksucker you've ever met in your entire life. It's like, man, that guy's such a dick. Like, I walk into my room and walk back out and I'm wearing what I usually do, and I was like, oh man, what an asshole, huh, bud? And then you were just like, yep, that's 2 different people. That's Keiichi.
Well, Keiichi's running theory right now is that there's only one person. That they're all the same person.
Oh, he's gonna be retarded enough to believe that it's two people. Just wait. Just wait. Just
There's a bit in there where she said she stopped by on her way to work.
Yeah.
All the shops are in Okinomiya.
Yeah.
And Shion, this was Shion.
Yeah. And Mion's a fucking liar and ran away from Rena because she didn't want to break her own lie.
And on her way to work in Okinomiya.
And then schizophrenia her way into fucking Shion. Here's exactly how that went down. She's gotta go to work at 4. Takes like 30 minutes to get there. They get back to the house like at 3:30. And then Rena fucking rolls her for 15 or like 3-4 minutes, and she's like, alright, I gotta go to work, and leaves and go home. And it makes a little bento for Keiichi, and it's like, yeah, I got time, and then runs by Keiichi, gives him the box, and then goes to work.
It was delicious.
I want to say it. I want to say it so bad. I want to say it. You know what else is delicious?
What?
My fucking cock!
Alright, buddy.
I'm mentally deranged. God, I wish I was Shion, dude. Life would
No,
be
you
better.
don't.
Life would be better.
You don't want to be Shion.
I'm gonna inject you with the cum syndrome, have you die, rip your own throat out, kill me and everyone else in the room in the process. They call me fucking Shion, dude. Hey, Mion. Here.
What is it, Kei-chan?
I thrust the bento box she'd given me yesterday at her face. It had food you gave me in it. Thanks. It was great.
Hey,
Mion's face quickly flushed bright red. No, you're retarded. You gotta say Shion, Keiichi. You gotta play with the bit. Hey now, you were the one pretending to be Shion when you gave it to me. You're gonna give it away if you get all red like that when you're being Mion. At this rate, she might trip and fall right into her own grave, so I decided to help her out. Listen, I was pretty hungry yesterday. Out of the blue, Shion came all the way to my house and gave me some food in a bento box. This is that box. Make sure you wash it out.
Right. Shion's really considerate, huh?
That was so transparent. Was Mion always this terrible at lying? Her expression was different than usual, but it looked strangely cute.
So, what'd you think?
You two are like peas in a pod. You're twins, right? Obviously, you'd look the same.
Not that,
Mion looked kind of bewildered, like she was waiting for a specific answer. When she said impression, maybe she didn't mean Shion, but the bento. I hate Keiichi so much.
What a fucking guy.
He's dangerously horny on men. Oh, of course. It was delicious.
Really?
I never lie about liking food. If I say something's good, then it's objectively good. You can feel free to give my recommendations to every single person you meet. Tell Shion it was seriously great, alright?
Okay. Tell Shion, right? I will. I think she'll be happy.
We're going along with Shion having given it to me, not Mion, aren't we? Yet, her laugh. It came from deep down, and it sounded really happy. I guess she really can laugh nicely enough that just looking at her makes me feel better too. A sarcastic remark made its way onto my tongue, but I swallowed it back. As Mion went to put the bento in her bag, she noticed a clattering noise.
Kei-chan, there's something inside. Huh? Wow.
Gah, she opened it? The thing inside was a little embarrassing. Oh god. What'd you do, Keiichi? So I wish she hadn't opened it here. Panicking, I hid it with my hands. Well, my mother told me to put them in as a thanks. I didn't come up with it or anything. Don't get the wrong idea.
It's so pretty. Candy.
It was a handful of candies neatly wrapped in paper inside the sparkly clean bento box. When I was cleaning the box out yesterday in the sink, Mom came over and interrogated me, and I fessed up as to who had given me the food. Then she told me that something like this is called a display of gratitude. Or, fuck my life. Something like this called for a display of gratitude. I didn't want to because it was embarrassing, so I argued that it wouldn't be like me to do that. Well, that's what happened. I mean, I was so embarrassed it felt like a fire might shoot out of my face. Mion laughing the whole thing off like she usually did would be fine, but for some reason she was staring at the candy in the box with fascination.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank my mom. She put them in there. Besides, you're not the one I need to be thanking, right, Mion? Those are for Shion. Okay.
Ah, right. You're right. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be sure to tell Shion. I just know she'll be happy.
Mion, looking a little downtrodden, put the lid back on the box. Seemed like I ended up saying something a little mean at the end. She's mentally deranged.
Me-chan, you look sort of cozy today.
Cozy?
Did something happen? Did it?
Perhaps she caught a fever? Red in her face is probably due to an increased body temperature. Hey, Rika! Why are you petting my head?
Sadako, I'm sure you'll be able to catch fever soon enough. Bet.
I hate Rika so much.
I love Rika so much.
Dude, everyone Keiichi deals with is mentally fucking deranged. Alright, we're back.
We're back.
In black. Why you gotta look at me like I'm so unfunny? You motherfucker. Why you do this to me? You make my silly little joke and you just look at me like, die. Alright. I might have explained this before, but phys ed at our school is really just an exercise in disorder. After some random warm-ups, the rest of the time is spent doing whatever. You're free to cause a ruckus or just fall asleep. God, I wish.
It's Keiichi.
Yeah. I'm not really sure, but doesn't the Board of Education have some sort of curriculum for this? Something like, when you're this old, you should have this amount of physical ability. Ah! Get rat out of my fucking screen, dude. Hitting P. Ah! I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like their fucking unis look like this. I hate it. Everyone should wear fucking gym shorts and t-shirts. That's the uni.
Okay.
Don't you fucking K at me? I also forgot what rat sounded like. Hold on. Oh my god. Joe Pesci. It's not even Joe Pesci. It's fucking Jay Leno. I have no idea what you're saying, Keiichi-san. It's rather difficult to understand. I hate them.
Well, you see, it's something like a rule for teachers to follow during class.
Maybe you weakling city folk need something like that. But do you really think us country-raised kids would lag behind in physical ability?
I think that's Rika.
Yo! Yo!
What?
Why they give her some fat fucking milkies in that? Look at that! What is this? I hate Mion. I hate Mion. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her.
He hates Mion because she has big tits.
I hate Mion Sonozaki. I want her to be dead. I wish Keiichi killed her again. Shion
Better
best
athletes
food.
than you would think, Keiichi.
Oh my god, I forgot who had to read. Come to think of it, they might be right. Squeeze my hug, Metal Gear. If we all lined up for a race, there was a good chance I'd finish dead last if I didn't start off well. Let's just pray that when a brutal penalty game is at stake, the 100-meter dash isn't a club activity. Keiichi admitting he get fucking rolled by a bunch of more unfit people. On that note, I watch too much television, so I'm fantastically tired. I'll be using this time to catch up on my sleep. It's fourth period, and I'm completely starved. If I don't sleep now, when will I ever? That's me every day I wake up. As I begin to sprawl out on top of a pipe, Mion grabbed me by the collar.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Do you really think I'd let you sleep in peace and quiet?
With that look on your face, it'd require more courage to try and take a nap than not. I think I'm kind of just rotating to Metal Gear for Keiichi.
Yeah,
I think I'm liking it. Good grief. Which means, is it going to start again?
Now, just killing time with idle chit-chat until the bell rings is impossible for us hot-blooded youth, isn't it? Shall we start a club activity?
Remember when they played Zombie Tag that one time in the first game at like the start of the game, and then Oishi happened later, and then everyone died, and I'm pissed. I'm mad. I'm still mad. I'm gonna keep being mad about that. Humph. Just as I thought, it's come to this. What's today's game? Now that this is happening, taking a nap isn't possible. Not just that. With this sleep-deprived head of mine, I'm as good as mincemeat. I really thought that said Minecraft. I have to get my brain into gear.
Oh my god. Rina thinks that we should decide what today's penalty game should be before we start. I'm so lost. Just so lost.
Rena knows what's up. I've prepared something super special today.
She began to announce the cruel penalty game with a grand spinning flourish. But before she could do that...
I'm sorry. I have something I wanted to do.
Of all the people, it was Rika-chan announcing her non-participation. Even rare events do eventually occur. Losing her timing, Mion spun like a top as she tumbled to the ground.
What? Huh? What's the matter? Are you not feeling well?
Oh, that's right. Mi-chan, she has to practice for Watanagashi. For the
Rat,
time.
hold on. Why is... I hate... Dude. The fucking new sprites have, like, same face syndrome. I don't like them.
They're all very soulless.
I really...
There's no souls behind those eyes.
No. I really, like...
Soulful.
It's just...
You see, soul, soulless.
I know I like shit on these at the start, right? And they are goofy. They don't look good.
It's not good art.
But that's not the point. It's not even, like... It's just that even not being great at art, my man's Ryukishi nutted up and said, I'm gonna fucking draw all the sprites because I know what, like, I want them to look like and how I want them to look. And he did such a damn good job. They don't look good, but they're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And it's admirable. Playing these games gives me a deeper appreciation for Ryukishi every day. It's amazing. Is this a rat? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's this Sunday. Rika's in the middle of a super serious training right now.
I've been working too hard lately, so my arms hurt. See, I'm going Rina there.
Hello, Rena.
I see. Well, there's nothing that can be done. There's no point in doing anything if we can't get everybody together. Today, let's just take it easy.
I'm very sorry, but I'll try my best. Face. Yeah, good luck. We'll be cheering you on.
When Mion announced that today's club activity was cancelled, Rika-chan and Sadako headed off behind the school building. Only I was left alone, completely clueless as to what everyone was talking about. What was that about? Is Rika-chan training for a competition or something? I forgot that I was reading a visual novel.
Rika-chan is a shrine maiden for the Watanagashi. So she has to perform the ritual dance. It's practice for that.
Why don't you explain things in order? First of all, what is this Watanagashi? Next, what do you mean by shrine maiden? Last, what do you mean by ritual dance?
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Ritual dance.
A hind D. A hoe for a ritual dance.
Huh? Huh? Didn't you get the notice at your house, Kei-chan? Wasn't it written there? The Watanagashi festival is this Sunday.
Is this already the week up?
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday!
Didn't we go through the
Are we
week
gonna
up?
overlap? Huh? Come to think of it, I have a feeling Mom did say something about it during dinner the other day.
The Watanagashi is a festival that happens at the shrine on Sunday every June. It's very lively. And then it's Keiichi.
Yo, Sunday on June? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yo, Higurashi Watanagashi confirmed real? I see, but Watanagashi sounds like a pretty strange name for it. Is it something like the Lantern Festival,
That's not Higurashi.
where they have a memorial for the dead by floating things down the river?
Oh, I figured you might guess right, Kei-chan. The Watanagashi, or Cotton Drift Festival is, as the name implies, where we set cotton adrift down the river.
Rena.
The cotton, you see, is from futons or jackets. So it'd be something like a futon memorial. They also pile futons up on the altar.
I've heard of people leaving offerings of things like needles or kitchen knives to their ancestors or to casualties of war. But an offering of futons is a first for me. What's the history behind that? Mion tilted her head pensively.
I don't think there's a complicated backstory to it. The winter around here is pretty harsh, so things like warm futons and coats to ward off the cold are fairly important, I guess.
That's not true. Is that? No, that's not true. Ah, I see. In other words, it's something like giving thanks to the futons that took care of you during the winter then. Then, the Shrine Maiden holds a memorial service for them and set them adrift. That's what the Watanagashi is. Mion and Rena indicated that I had the correct answer with a round of applause.
And you see, that shrine maiden performing the memorial is Rika-chan.
Oh? So Rika-chan is a Shrine Maiden. Now that you mentioned it, Rika-chan does have a mystical air around her.
Right? Rika-chan is in a shrine maiden outfit. Oh, so cute.
Fucking degenerate. It certainly does seem like it would suit her. Yeah, it might be cute. I finally get what you're saying. Rika-chan's training is for her performance as a Shrine Maiden then.
That would be it. The Shrine Maiden has to purify a number of futons as part of the ceremony. It's practice for that. It's a lot of hard work.
The shrine maiden has to carry a large ceremonial hoe as part of the rite. And it's really heavy for Rika-chan.
Rika-chan is pretty small. Exactly how heavy is that hoe? Hell!
It's pretty heavy. Enough that Rika-chan has been practicing with a mochi mallet.
Wait a minute. That's way too heavy. You good?
Yeah?
He's dying. Forget about Rika-chan. That'd be rough for even me.
It's a sacred ceremonial hoe. If she dropped it by accident, it'd be big trouble.
Well, it's a once-a-year kind of deal. All we can do is cheer from the sidelines. It'll be okay. She pulled it off last year.
Really? Then the least I can do is cheer her on. Even something that little would help, right? I was rather curious about exactly how she practiced. Mion laughed as she shook her head.
Leave her alone. If you go, Rika-chan will get all cute and won't be able to practice.
Huh? I didn't quite understand what Mion was saying.
You see, Rika-chan doesn't like showing people how hard she works, okay? So just leave her be.
Even the always cool and aloof Rika-chan has times when she sweats while giving it her all. Because she was always so well put together, she didn't want people to see an ungainly side of her. It's not like I couldn't understand that feeling. Keiichi's well put together? I love this fucking Mion face. I think they did a very good job translating this Mion face. This is easily the best Mion face in the game. All I can do is pray for his success, huh? Do your best. Rika Furudu. Furudu. I'm cheering for you. Well then. I climbed up onto the pipe and plopped down on my side. I like how, of all the places he decides to sleep, it's on a pipe.
Yeah.
Hooray, hooray, Rika-chan! In order to transmit more of my psychic waves of encouragement, I'll be entering a meditative state now. Z. Is that Mion, yeah. Don't go to the next page. Went to the next page.
Just say it.
So you're going to sleep after all?
And then bonk. Punches him in the face. The lackadaisical noontime ended up giving way to mind-numbing afternoon classes. Rebounding from yesterday's hunger, I ate too much for lunch today, leaving me in a horrible condition. Ugh, I might have gorged myself a bit too much. I'll have to endure afternoon classes. And club activity.
Keiichi-kun, you had an amazing appetite today.
Basically, you always eat like a pig, but today was on a whole different level.
Yesterday I skipped lunch, right? That hunger just soaked right in. This time, no matter how much I ate, my hunger knew no bounds.
I get you. But really, Kei-chan, you always finish your lunch down to the last bite. Heck, even down to the last grain of rice.
With food, you show your appreciation for the person who made it by eating it, you know. If you leave any behind, it's rude to the person who put in all that effort. Hearing that, Mion's eyes momentarily widened in surprise, followed by a cool laugh.
Kei-chan, really? At first glance you seem unruly and irresponsible, but you're actually pretty conscientious. Well disciplined, or something like that.
Yeah, Rina thinks so too. Keiichi-kun is a lot kinder than he looks.
Damn, rude. Both of them were probably trying to compliment me, but I had a strange feeling I wasn't being complimented at all.
That's not true. I just wanted to say that there's a big gap between your appearance and your personality.
And I'm saying that's not a compliment. Is this Mario? Is she back?
I guess Chie-sensei.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
Hello! Hey, Sonozaki-san, Mayabara-kun, we're in the middle of class. How far did you get there, Sonaki-san? Sonaki-san, bring your notes up here.
Startled, Mion vocalized a rather easy-to-understand utterance. She was so enthralled in the conversation, she had stopped working completely.
Doing alright, Star? You haven't progressed at all. You're in the highest grade, so you have to shape up.
That Mion, it looks like she's getting lectured. Poor bastard.
Appearances can be deceiving, in other words. Actually, appearances might be the opposite of reality.
We're not foreshadowing, no. You say some interesting things. Responding to Rena's seemingly profound statement, I turned my gaze to where Sadako was happily studying together with Rika-chan. So I read some of this shit sometimes, and I think I was like, I've heard some people say some profound things to me, but I don't think I've ever stopped to go, huh, you really do say some profound stuff. It just like... I read visual novels sometimes, and I go... I feel like that is a conversation human beings have, but I'm just not one of them fuckers. Like, it's not like no one would ever say this, it's that I would never fucking say this. So
Yeah.
my knee-jerk reaction is, who the fuck says that? And I stop and I'm like, no, there's some fuckers out there that do. It's just everyone I know, including myself, is not that intelligent.
Yeah.
Are you saying that brat Sadako is actually really meek? If I went by what Rena literally said, then that would be the case. I could hardly imagine Sadako being meek and gentle. Like a girl in some fairy tale.
Sadako-chan's been rude lately, but that's just just a while ago she was pretty different. She acted really spoiled and always... Yep. Hey, keep this from a secret from Sadako-chan, okay?
Star. That's Sadako, acting so cute. For Sadako to play coy, I think that would have to be some part of some calculated plot. Even if she was to hide behind someone, I wouldn't think it was because she was attached to them. But since it came up, I tried to imagine a gentle and coquettish Sadako. Are we in Keiichi's world right now? Hey, Sadako. Hey, it's Jay Leno. Oh, what is it, One-sama? Star? Sadako smiled cutely and walked towards me. By the way, for every 3 steps forward Sadako took, for some reason I took 3 steps away. Huh? One-sama? Oni! I'm gonna kill myself.
One is sister.
Oni! Don't worry about it, alright? Maybe you don't know so much about Keiichi you thought you did, alright? Let's calm down. Rat! Yeah, Oni-sama, why are you running away? Sorry, Sadako. For you to approach me with an affectionate smile on your face, I just have to think it's some sort of trap. That's so mean. Oni-sama, you meanie. Sorry. I didn't intend to be so mean. The weeping Sadako came closer to me. I'm a sucker for tears. And then she stabs him. Click. Clank. Huh? A bear trap. My leg was being clamped down on by jagged metal teeth. Oh, you fell for it. Now for the next part. Sadako raised her right arm triumphantly, and traps began to trigger one after another. Suddenly, the wall sprang forward, throwing me 3 blocks away. And there I saw a giant metal ball covered in spikes hurtling towards me. On top of that, in the direction the ball would knock me was a giant guillotine.
I'm not really sure, but Keiichi-kun, you're not thinking of anything completely like anything completely ludicrous right now, are you?
No, I wouldn't do that. Not really. Not at all. I'm very happy I know Keiichi well enough to know what fucking dialogue is coming next.
That's a lie. You've got the kind of look on your face that says, I'm gonna be crushed by a giant spiked metal ball.
I don't like how she can do that. How could my expression convey what I was thinking
It's
like
more
that?
like Keiichi can do that.
I don't like how Keiichi can, like, look at you and be like, it just translates to, I'm going to be crushed by a giant spiked metal ball because Sadako is evil. Sorry. Imagining a meek and gentle Sadako is impossible right now. I'll try again when I'm in better shape. Next, I looked over at Rika-chan, who was working diligently on some kanji drills. In contrast to Sadako, her default state was meek and gentle. If Rika-chan came to me saying, Oni-sama, star, I'd hug her. Tightly. I could get used to that.
Keiichi-kun, you're drooling.
He's a fucking cryptid. Sorry. Then, how about Rika-chan? Are you saying that her appearance is deceiving as well? Saying that out loud, I felt a tinge of doubt. Was Rika-chan really all sweet? Despite her appearance, she really was quite sly. Sweetly, how do you put it? Evading things deftly. I get the feeling that Rika-chan isn't only just sweet. Her appearance is definitely deceiving. I couldn't put exactly what I was imagining into words, but Rina managed to say what I wanted to. She turned to me with an impish look in her eyes, like she was saying, you shouldn't say something like that.
When Rika-chan grows up, I'm sure she'll become an incredibly devilish beauty with men wrapped all around her little finger. Don't you think that'd be cool?
Rena said that lightheartedly, but I, as a man, couldn't laugh at that. The scary part about that was that it felt like it could be true. Noticing my gaze, Rika-chan turned towards me and let loose with an angelic smile. Fuck. Both Rena and I, feeling as if that was directed towards us personally, had our hearts skip a beat.
Oh, so cute, so cute, Star.
Rena, your nose is bleeding. Appearances can be deceiving, huh? Well then, what about our dear leader, Mion? I stared at her as she tried to weasel her way out of her scolding by the teacher. By Rena's theory, that unrefined, calculating, conniving Mion also had a side of her that belied, thank you, appearances. ... Shion Monozaki. No, Shion Sonozaki. Here's what happens. I hear Mion Sonozaki, and then my brain says Shion Monozaki. I switched the S and the M. Then what you're
funny.
I'm a silly guy. I'm a silly little dude.
Silly little goober.
Then what you're saying is that Mion, despite her appearance, is actually a good person?
Mi-chan is a good person.
Oh, well, that is true. But what I'm trying to say is...
Yup. I know what you're trying to say, Keiichi-kun.
Catching on that I was struggling to express my feelings as words, Rena smiled even more brightly. That's... oh. No what?
Mi-chan is mysterious, right? She's a girl, but it's like she's a guy.
That's right. Mion was more than aware that she was a girl, but it was exactly as Rena said. When Mion livened up the mood, it wasn't as though she felt like a guy or a girl specifically, but a friend of the same gender. If she was a guy, we'd probably be like two peas in a pod. Although, that's the same way it is right now. Ahaha.
But you see, even that Mi-chan is actually really feminine.
Rena, how much did Mion pay you exactly?
That's not true. Jeez, I'm trying to have a serious conversation, you know.
Fucking rolled. Rena began to pout. Now probably wasn't the right time to joke around.
Mi-chan is the club president, so she's trying hard to lead everybody. But she's really a very cute girl. I really don't want you to forget that, Keiichi-kun.
I told you, man. The first game is about, hey, ship Rena and Keiichi, and then the second game is about, hey, ship Rena and Mion, and then the third and fourth game are about jail time. And I'm fucking terrified. Rena's gaze focused off into the distance, beyond where Mion was. The Mion that I met at Angel Mort was unimaginably different compared to the Mion that I normally knew. Flustered and hesitant from the unfamiliar job. It was a far cry from the brash and confident Mion. Even though she had to hurry to work, she went through all the trouble to bring me food when I was on the brink of starvation. And she did so not as Mion, but as Shion. What exactly was Shion to Mion? What kind of person was Mion exactly? Schizophrenic.
Keiichi-kun, you probably couldn't even begin to imagine. Hee hee hee.
As if to say, it was our little secret. Rina held her finger up to her lips as she giggled. Mion, finally free from the teacher's preaching, returned to her seat, cradling her head to hide her embarrassment.
Humph. This old man, you see, thinks that grade school is enough for everything you need to study for in life.
Saying that, she plopped down in her seat violently. Mion was actually really feminine, right? I wonder if I can meet Shion again. I wanted to talk to her again. Horny. Bell. The principal waved around the bell that served as the school chime. The teacher rushed back to the blackboard and began to list everybody's homework assignments.
Whoa, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of homework today. Gotta buckle down.
Well then, that means even Rina?
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh Christ. Appearances can be deceiving. Would that apply to you too?
Huh? Keiichi-kun, how do you see me? How?
I'm fucking terrified. The Rina Ryugu that I knew sometimes took things too far, but was generally a kind and gentle ideal girl.
Really? Then that makes me happy, I guess?
If she was the opposite of what she seemed, that would make her...
And if I really were the opposite?
Just try saying it. I won't be mad. That's what I felt she meant. Rina is...
Rina is...
Even if you were the opposite, you'd still be Rina, right? This question shouldn't have been so nerve-wracking to answer. Maybe it was because the person in question was staring at me, but even saying that took a strange amount of effort.
That's no fair, Keiichi-kun. It bothers me when you say it that way. How?
Perhaps unable to endure my silence, Rina's face began to burn red with embarrassment.
Yo, what up, Mion? Rina! Kei-chan! Let's go home!
Mion walked over and started getting ready to go home. Whenever school is over, she really does get noticeably more energetic. There's no way, they're going home already. That typically is, the end of the chapter, the end of the day.
Is it?
I don't know, is it? Why you gotta look at me like that? It was the same relaxing walk home as always.
There wasn't any club activity, so...
Oh, fuck. Digging around my pocket on a whim, I noticed something that should have been there was missing.
What's the matter, Kei-chan?
The key to my house I always carry around is gone. Man, where did I lose it? It's fine today since my parents are home, but still, this is bad.
That sure is troublesome. Did you forget it somewhere? Or did you drop it?
These motherfuckers stole his key to his house. And they use it to kill him later in this chapter. Bro, that's mean. Which one was it? Did I take it with me this morning in the first place? Huh?
Kei-chan, did that key have anything that would make it stand out?
Yeah, it was on a keychain. It was a blue fur seal, something I made for summer homework a long time ago. Mion stole it. What a bitch.
Huh? Does it have its eyes shut like it's taking a nap?
Oh, how did you know? Yeah, that's it. Mion looked away and began to whistle.
See, you went for dinner at Angelmort a couple days ago, right? That night, the staff found a key, and there was a fur seal keychain attached to it.
Oh my god, he left his key at the horny restaurant? Keiichi, you're retarded. Mion's really good at this whole hiding the thing, isn't she? As she said that, she suddenly grew flustered and added that Shion had told her about it. Huh? So I dropped it then.
But aren't you glad they found it? I'm sure they're looking after it for you.
That's right. Why don't you go? Shion looks the same as me, so you'll know her by sight.
This was a rather unexpected development. Once again, I had no choice but to go and meet with Shion. But I also had to thank her for the bento from yesterday. Besides, taking some time and chatting with this other side of Mion might be interesting. Half jokingly, I began to think about things like this. Right. Angel Mort, was it? I'll head over to Shion's restaurant and get my key back. While I'm at it, having a nice spot of tea might not be a bad idea.
You sound like an English gentleman. That totally doesn't suit you, Kei-chan.
Fucking, my brain knew that shit was Mion.
Is this the restaurant? The one that Mi-chan's little sister's working at?
That's
Keiji.
I know, but I'm very scared for where this is leading. Yeah, why don't we go together, Rena?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I have plans with my father today.
Rena has parents? That's right. She does. Rena seemed pretty disappointed about having to miss such a great opportunity.
You said they're twins, but do they really look that much alike? Enough to mistake which is which?
Yeah, they're totally the same. At least on the outside. Unlike Mion, she's well-mannered and really cute, though. Fucking rolled. In response to my teasing, Mion pouted and began to argue with me. I couldn't help but burst out laughing at Mion's little farce. After all, they weren't just identical, they were the same person. When am I gonna get fucking memed on and they turn out to be two different people? After going home, I changed my clothes and dug my bike out of the garage. Just thinking that I would be able to meet Shion again gave me a mysterious feeling. Shion, a name for a different kind of Mion. She was a mysterious and ridiculous person, believing she had fooled everyone like that. I noticed that I was pedaling along quite happily. Could it be I was looking forward to meeting Shion? No, Keiji, it couldn't. It could never be that. I felt a sense of giddy anticipation, like I was headed towards a new friend's house for the first time. Why does this feel like an alt timeline? It's not, but it feels like an alt timeline. I know it's not, but it feels like an alt timeline.
Why do you know it's not?
I don't know it's not.
You don't know it's not.
But it feels like an alt timeline.
Yeah?
It feels like I'm playing a dating game and I picked the Mion route.
Yeah?
That's what it feels like. Like, cause you have cause when he's doing shit like this, I swear to God, this is like when he was doing shit with Rena. Unless that was earlier in the timeline. I don't remember, but it just feels like an alternate timeline. It doesn't feel like the same timeline. What Rena said about Mion actually being really feminine sprang to mind once again. The guilt from spying on another side of Mion, the self-consciousness from being the only one that knew about that side, these feelings mixed together. That was Shion for you. Mion's little twin sister. Until she felt like coming out and admitting she was Mion. It was fine to just call her Shion, right? Mion might be trying to have some fun by acting out a different persona. Ironically, I would know a lot about that. So I played lacrosse freshman year. In high school, public high school, and I was like, alright, fuck it. We're gonna pull up. We're gonna throw in this whole ass bunch of bullshit this season and see how it goes. And I did that, and then I did that less my sophomore year, and I didn't do it at all my junior and senior year. In my senior year, I would walk out and just be me and say heinous fucking shit all the time, and people would just look at me and go, where the fuck was this 2 seasons ago? Like, where did this come from? It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's fun to sometimes pull up into a new location, just be a lunatic, and just throw on a magical or persona and have a good time. It's fun.
Sheesh.
I would recommend. It's a silly little thing to do. As I reached the top of the steep hill, the horizon expanded before me. I was almost at the station. The last time I wasn't embarrassed since I was here with Dad, but this time I was alone. I was strangely self-confident about it.
Conscious.
Fuck you. Meet Shion, get my key back. That was all this task was supposed to be. If I dwaddled around like this, maybe Shion would find me. Dwaddled.
Dawdled.
Dwaddled.
Dawdled.
Dwaddled. He's a little dwaddling boy. If I dwaddled around like this, maybe Shion would find me before she headed in for work. Hey, what are you doing, Keiichi Maebara? You're just here to get your key back, you know. It's not like you're some love-struck schoolboy here to hand over a love letter. But he is. The thoughts inside my head were slowly turning into a jumbled mess. I came to the realization that I was downright giddy. That's why, just for a bit, just a tiny little bit, I got a little carried away and did something really stupid. Why is he mentally deranged? Keiichi's gonna get his fucking ass beat. Keiichi's gonna get killed. Maybe this is the guy in the van. It's revenge for his bike. I kicked over a parked motorcycle that was blocking the sidewalk. It was in the way, sure, but there was absolutely no need for me to kick it. I definitely think I got too carried away. Thunk, clack, crash. As the three... Oh my god, he's doing the thing from the shows and the movies. As the three bikes toppled one another like dominoes, the loud noises they caused snapped me back to my senses. Oh, shit.
The hell do you think you're doing?
Yeah! The owners of those bikes were right there. They looked exactly like what you'd call thugs up to no good. They lifted their heads up in an imposing manner and yelled angrily in a way I had never heard before. The three of them beelined towards me, the worn-down heels of their thin-soled shoes slapping noisily against the pavement. I could only stare listlessly as if I were watching some far-off event that didn't concern me at all. By the time I realized it, I had been grabbed by the collar and lifted onto my tippy toes.
Don't be playing dumb. You knocked him over, didn't you?
Huh? Oh yeah, that's you. The three thugs were completely ignoring the rules of grammar, but the way they spoke was enough to make me tremble. Just like that, my composure drained away, my legs buckled, my throat grew dry enough to crack. I'm sorry, I accidentally...
Accident my ass! You kicked it, didn't you, dumbass?
I was completely at fault, so there was nothing I could say in my defense. As a result, I was pulled even higher.
The hell, man! The point's all scuffed!
Yo, Brett. Who put you up to this, huh? Third bike.
This your goddamn fault!
Yeah, that one guy from fucking King of the Hill. The three of them continued to yell at me. I had no idea what each one of them was saying. Hello, the mob is back. Getting further enraged that I was only listening while dumbstruck, they grabbed an empty plastic crate from a nearby store and began to smash it repeatedly against a telephone pole. Cracks formed in the crate, plastic shards flying everywhere. They then slammed it full force onto the shuttered storefront. Smash. The shutter let out a frighteningly loud noise. Still not satisfied, they flipped over a case of empty cans, scattering its contents all over the place. This was not normal. It was something you saw often on television or in manga, but I never thought seeing it in person would be this terrifying. I became painfully aware that the safety of civilized society was only held up by such a fragile concept as morals. My knees clattered together noisily. Static began to pepper my vision. This is what you would call absolute terror. There was nothing I could do to stop this frightening spectacle of violence. I could only pray for help. The fear I felt was just too much. Would somebody help me? My gaze floundered about the surrounding area. I was surrounded by these three hoodlums. No way there would be a passerby brave enough to intervene. Shion Sonozaki. Maybe this is what you call reaping what you sow. If I were a passerby, there would be no doubt that I'd ignore what was going on. So this was somewhat of a cosmic retribution.
Fucking say something! I'll fucking stab you!
Angry, yelling angry, yelling loud enough to rattle my eardrums, spewed forth right in front of my face. My waning consciousness was forcefully dragged back to the forefront. The thug had cocked back his free hand and twisted his body when suddenly a metallic taste filtered through the back of my throat. A chill ran up my spine like a jolt of electricity. Seeing that was going to happen next, I squeezed my eyes shut as tightly as possible and gritted my teeth. Is this the Keiichi gets killed on the street timeline? Is this the Keiichi almost gets killed on the street timeline? I really hope this is Mion. She brings out the fucking gat.
Just read it.
Okay, can I just read it in Keiichi's voice?
No, not Keiichi's.
Is it Mion? Is it Shion?
Guess.
It's Shion? Let's go.
I said guess.
Oh, guess? I'm guessing it's Shion. Maybe it's Oishi.
It's Oishi.
It's not Oishi.
It's not Oishi.
Shion. You're making quite the racket. You stupid pieces of trash. Get out of my sight. That voice was a short distance away. Still holding me by the collar, the three thugs spun around to look behind them.
The fuck you stay?
Bro, can we get angry Shion? Thank you. Standing there was Shion. I mean, Mion. She stood there, displaying an imposing stature that I'd never seen before. She didn't have the same look on her face as she did when we were playing around during the club. Those were the eyes that would instill fear in anyone who looked upon them, the eyes of a raptor. They were the epitome of terror.
Epitome.
Fuck you. Epitome, suck my dick. At the same time, they were the most reassuring things in the world. I'll only say this one more time. Let go of Kei-chan and get lost. Mion, without an ounce of fear, laid down her ultimatum. Of course, there was no way these three wouldn't go absolutely berserk. The situation instantly turned explosively dangerous.
You fucking bitch! I'll fucking bash your head in!
Oh, fucking bash your head in, Gov! It's just British hooligans. Stop it, Mion. These guys are like rabid dogs. No amount of bluffing will work. Mion, it's dangerous, so I knew what I was saying was pathetic, but I couldn't let Mion get involved in this. No matter how you looked at it, Mion was only bluffing. But did Mion even know the meaning of the word bluff? However, the reason behind everything became soon apparent. Is this the first time she uses the gun?
She doesn't even have the gun.
Fuck. They were slowly increasing in number, little by little. Wait, oh yeah, Mion's got the boys. At first, it was only a businessman on their way home stopping to take a look. Then it was the housewives in the middle of the shopping taking a gander. Next, what seemed like the owner of some store showed up, and it was pretty clear he wasn't just looking. Around Mion, there were already about 7 people gathered. It felt different than people coming out to support a friend. If I had to say why, it was because the group that gathered was diverse in age and gender. The 3 thugs seemed to slowly realize that there was something strange about the situation.
Who the hell are these guys?
Behind them, at some point 4 more people of different clothes and age have gathered. A girl who looked to be in middle school, a man wearing a bakery apron, an old lady in a house-cleaning schmuck. I know it's smock, but I'm calling it a schmuck. More and more people of various ages. Their gazes, comparable to Mion, were of hostility, of intimidation. Before I realized it, over 10 people had formed a ring around us. At that moment, 5 elementary schoolers ran in and joined the circle. There were some familiar faces, some of our classmates. Then, these people were residents of Hinamizawa. Remember the thing I've been saying since the first game? About how it's just hot fuzz?
Yeah.
I mean, are you reading the same thing I am? More and more people from Hinamizawa gathered around. In obvious contrast, the residents of Okinomiya were passing by as quickly as possible.
The fuck are you guys? Go the fuck away!
The group surrounding us had suddenly swelled to around 20 people. Completely encircled, the faces of the thugs began to show their first signs of panic. Nobody spoke a word, Mion included. That made everything completely unnatural, and depending on which side you were on, completely terrifying. Only the thugs' voices echoed out like they were screaming. Somebody took a step forward, closing the gap between them. As they did, everyone else took a step forward, shrinking the circle. The hoodlums went pale as they were pushed together back to back while still yelling angrily. They were trying to string together vulgarities, but for some reason it sounded like they were crying out for help.
Alright. What is going on here? What is going on?
What's going on here? It was sudden. A solidly built officer cut his way through the crowd. At some point, 2 police cars had arrived. Some passerby had undoubtedly called for them. Several burly officers appeared from inside the second vehicle. Oh, officer, good timing. There you go. The extortionists caught red-handed. Please arrest them.
The fuck? This brat's got the wrong one here.
Mion, returning to her usual self, was nonchalantly pointing out the hoodlums to the police. Of course, the thugs were furious. But now that it had come to this, there was nothing they could do. It was their loss.
Okay. Come over here for a sec. Come on already.
The officers handcuffed the thugs and dragged them towards the patrol cars.
The fuck? Let me go. We're the victims here. Are you listening, damn it?
They're not wrong.
Ow.
They're kind of not wrong. No matter how much of the ruckus they caused, the officers paid no heed. In the blink of an eye, they were crammed inside the 2 vehicles. They could still be heard yelling while inside the police cars, but what they were saying was no longer intelligible.
Are you alright?
Based.
Are you injured?
He was probably a detective. The man leading the police peered at my face. No, not really.
Well, that's a bit of a silver lining then. Well then, have a good year.
God bless Oishi, dude. The portly man, after taking a quick look around, addressed the crowd.
Thank you, citizens, for your timely report. Thanks for your efforts. We were able to keep the peace today. It's a wonderful thing. Can't do that. I laugh right.
God, I love Oishi. Thank you for your hard work, Detective Oishi. As a citizen, I thank you for your daily efforts.
Swear to God.
It's an honor for a detective from the 1st Division to come out all this way.
It's no way you're doing this voice the entire time.
Shion... I can't do... There we go. Shion is fucking... I hate Oishi. I hate fucking new Oishi. The way Shion talked didn't have a very pleasant tone.
It was a coincidence. I happened to hear the call on the radio on the way back from the prefectural office. I just made a little detour.
Please keep up the good work. I pray for your success in your future endeavors.
Oh, shucks. It's a good thing there were no injuries, though. There's the cop.
This is gone. Oishi-san, we're done here. Let's go.
Well then, have a good year. I'm sorry. Could you make way? I'm so off with the voice right now.
The detective named Oishi, after jovially making pleasantries, lumbered over to the waiting police car. It quickly set off, disappearing down the city street. It was over so quickly. So quickly I was dumbstruck. I didn't even get to ask the officer what's going on. It's like they came here quickly to disperse the mob before any trouble could start. After making sure the police cars had left, Mion snapped her fingers sharply. Thank you. Alright, that's a wrap. And don't come back. That was the signal. The tension melted away in an instant as everybody began smiling. A middle-aged man helped me up.
Are you okay, young Mayabara? Next time, pick your fights a bit better.
It's not like I wanted to fight.
Are you hurt anywhere? If you hit your head, it wouldn't... it would be a good idea to get an x-ray taken. No, it's an older lady.
You know what?
Well,
Hey,
that's
maybe
very-
some old women sound like that. An older lady I didn't know the name of was concerned about my injury. You... Shion? You were... It's not Shion. You were...
Hey, old lady in the smock.
Old lady... Hi, it's me, the old lady in the smock. You were lucky this happened right in front of the station when it was busy. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to gather as many people. Next time, be more careful. City kids these days are pretty unruly. It's an old woman, you know? Old bird. Old bat. Crazy old woman. I can keep getting worse if you want me. Old git. Hag.
Alright, buddy.
I can keep going. I was even warned by the old lady in the smock. As Shion finished applauding the dispersing group for their efforts, she strode over to me. Well, you're pretty good, Kei-chan. But I also think you should be more careful about who you pick a fight with. Thanks, Mion. You saved my bacon there. Like I said, I'm Shion. She made a troubled expression as she turned her gaze downwards, blushing in embarrassment. I heard from my sister that fur seal cane, that fur keychain was yours, Kei-chan. Oh yeah, that's right. I was just heading to the restaurant. And you ended up feeling so excited that you got mixed up in something weird? Alright. Your mind reader. Now it was my turn for my face to go red. I didn't want to admit that she was spot on. Well, I was just unlucky, but you really saved me, Shion. You don't have to thank me. So if you see somebody else getting bullied, help them out, okay? We value that kind of thing very highly here. I was well versed in that sense of comradeship. Sure. Or camaraderie, maybe, even that. That'd be crazy. But the way I was rescued just now, something seemed a little off about that. While I was helped out, it was honestly to an almost disturbing degree. You're coming to the restaurant, right? You must be tired, so why don't you relax for a bit? My treat. Seems that she caught the glimmer of suspicion in my eyes. Without waiting for my answer, Shion began walking.